Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy MQS here, back with another video. This video is a lot later than planned, so I'm just laughing at my cats. It's difficult when I'm typing because they go on the keys, but whenever I make a video, I always want them to I always want to try and get them in the video, but I don't want them messing up my keys, keyboard, pressing things and stuff like that, which I often do. Let's say if I leave the room or even when I'm trying to type, they can be quite distracting, but I really wanted to get, it's difficult. I think for the first time I managed to get them in the thumbnail the way I wanted them to be in it. So anyway, I thought I'd take that opportunity to upload the video while they're in the thumbnail. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. So I hope that both Facebook and YouTube are uploading properly. Already left the video, so I think I'm boring people. But anyway, I'll try and get to the point. So back to the topic at hand. Here are some of the events I hope for Asian nations to make or create or set up, sometimes physically and sometimes maybe via Zoom. They could make these sorts of events where they talk about these sorts of things, like how to promote Pan-Asianism, how to unite Asians together, and whether being united could actually help them to achieve even more, spend less on wars and more on trade or investments or things like that, for instance, and whatnot, and how by working together they can achieve more. So anyway, these are ideas, pointers, thoughts, or whatever you want to call them, number 11 to 20. So I hope you enjoy, and here goes. So number 11, I was going to say in the intro, but I thought I'd try and keep the intro short and sweet, and I almost got down to a minute, but I think I failed a little bit of that. But by the way, this video is a lot later than planned because I fell asleep for a while, and I procrastinated and tried to take on too much as I usually do, so it's difficult to organize my time, and I want to do that writing on paper, and things like that, but sometimes I'm not sure whether to do the YouTube videos or writing or whatever, so I do struggle to sort of organize my time and make decisions and things like that. I think while I have the house to myself and it's peaceful and quiet, I like to make YouTube videos, but some part of me wants to do the writing on paper first and then make YouTube videos, but I get impatient. But also, I fell asleep for about 3 hours when I planned to sleep for like 1 hour, and then by the time I had my dinner and all that kind of thing, so it's a lot later than planned because I probably would have liked to have done this video by about 3 o'clock, and it's now nearly 11. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, I was going to say in the intro, but one of the things, talking about not waffling too much, one of the things I suppose the main reason why I decided to even make these videos is because I wish to promote for Asian nations to look at how they can support their arms as well as like uniting together, how they can support each other. So I dream that they will have events which look at how to support Asian inventors, ideas people, investors, and I talked before about like poets, artists, writers, and whatnot. But basically, projects from Asian help to help Asians to achieve their ambitions, goals, dreams, and whatnot. By the way, as a side note, it was a good result for Atlanta today. It was a really good result, 3-0 against Liverpool. I'm really shocked that I saw that because I missed the game, and then I checked on Google. I forgot to check it, and then I checked, and it seems they won 3-0. So I hope they can continue on that good run and make sure they capitalise on the second leg and don't blow that lead, and actually hopefully go all the way to the final with either Milan or Atalanta. Milan or Roma. Of course, they're going to go with themselves if they get to the final. But Milan, I hope Milan and Roma play against Atalanta in the final. Sorry, bit of a side note, talking about trying to get the videos done quicker. But yeah, so I hope Asian nations, sorry, back to the topic, create, set up and whatnot, events to support Asian entrepreneurs, look at how they can get investment, how they can encourage investment into the continent. And I think, and that kind of thing. And I think by working together, again, they can tackle issues and encourage investors to invest into Asia, and again, hope they can support Asian inventors, Asians to invent more together and learn from each other and see what they can achieve by working together. And again, some events could be on Zoom and some could be held across Asia, especially, but not limited to in Central Asia, but also across and around Asia, as I say. Number 12, as I say, I hope they can mentor and be good role models for each other. Maybe they could have events which talk about mentors, role models, inspirational stories, motivation for Asians to achieve their ambitions and that kind of thing. and just achieve things. Number 13, to address some of the issues in Asia. So to look at like climate change, illnesses, diseases, natural disasters, which many might say are linked to climate change, perhaps, although some people are skeptical about climate change. But anyway, Asian nations could work together, maybe look at scientific discoveries to see whether climate change is real and if so, what is contributing to it and what they could do to try to prevent such problems like illnesses, diseases, natural disasters, and that kind of thing. And if they can't prevent them, maybe look at how they can at least make the effects not as bad as they could be. But I think the important thing is to address those issues. Number 14, on that note, I think it'd be cool if an Asian alliance looks at how to have summits, conferences, events, and whatnot, which look at how to solve problems, again, whether that's illnesses, diseases, natural disasters, climate change, poverty, division, or anything else, any other problems that Asian nations face, and how they can solve those problems together by working together. Number 15, supporting Asian ambitions, Asians with their ambitions, again, looking at ways to help Asian citizens all over Asia, all across Asia, to achieve their potential. And again, I think working together could help with those goals. Number 16, having committees, think tanks, brainstorms, networks, cooperatives, or whatever you want to call them, which basically meet up together and discuss how to, what are the best ways to benefit Asia, again, solving problems, and things like whether that's supporting businesses, education, training, or a combination of those sorts of things. Education in business. I redefine education. Like most people, when they think of education, think of academic education, but I think of education as learning anything sort of new, especially preferably things. I think the most effective and best education is learning things that you're actually going to use for careers, including businesses or whatnot, or even social media. And on that note, they could support each other on social media. Looking at how to support Asian YouTubers, TikTokers, and that kind of thing, T-series, and also YouTubers and TikTokers across Asia, including obviously China, Japan, and whatnot, and how they can support each other in trade, and basically, whatever benefits Asia, as I talked before about, like for instance, using disputed land to actually network together, which would be turning a negative thing into a positive. Number 17. I hope that these events will be more effective and achieve even more than I anticipated or imagined, and I hope they will help Asian nations to grow even better and even faster. As I say, I think that by uniting together, you can achieve a lot more. Number 18, I'd love for them to have events, summits, conferences, and whatnot, which talk about some of the positive things, as I say, and success stories and just general positive things, positive affirmations and whatnot for Asia, although I can be a bit of a pessimist myself. I think it would be cool if they looked at the positive things about Asia and accentuated those sort of things, and again, marketed Asia towards potential investors. So I hope investors, including from Asia themselves, like PIF and whatnot, from Saudi Arabia, and also investors from America, Latin America, and all around the world, including Africa and Europe, and again, all around the world, will invest into Asia, and hopefully by uniting and supporting each other, hopefully that will encourage investment. I think if you're united amongst each other and you support each other, I think that could encourage others to support Asian projects and products and things like that. Number 19, I'd love for them to network in terms of trade deals with African nations, with Africa generally, and that kind of thing. So looking at how they can help African software developers in return for trade deals, increased trade deals between Africa and Asia, and looking at what they have in common. For instance, the fact they were colonized, most of them were republics and things like that. And number 20, also helping indigenous Africans in STEM generally, again, looking at what they have in common and how that could improve relations potentially. And I was going to say, today I'm drinking from the bottle. So also, I wanted to try this. I've tried these before, these high-strength vitamin C tablets. But they're very sour. But yeah, I wanted you to see my facial expression when I try and eat these when I try and eat these things. They're supposed to go in a drink, but I find them really disgusting in water. I find them tasting so horrible in water. So I thought of putting them in orange juice and seeing. I don't know if this will fit in here. It won't fit in this bottle. So I'll say I find them really sour. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I was thinking that it would be interesting for you to see me having a facial expression. Like normally I can probably be a bit too rigid, or what's the word, a bit awkward and not very emotional or whatever. So I know I probably speak like a robot, monotone and that kind of thing. But I don't know. As ever, I'd love to know what you think about this video, and hopefully it won't be too harsh. Yeah, I'm thinking of Blasphemous HD, an African American YouTuber who I've reacted once before, and his facial expressions, which many people find funny. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. I know it's a bit longer than planned anyway, and peace and love. I'm out.